Super duper good morning on this fabulous sunny day. Right, so just using the long band today and starting in your usual comfortable position. Take your feet hip distance apart, lovely shrug of the shoulders up and down your back, and then arms alongside your body. Close your eyes for a moment or two and find your posture. So chin parallel to the floor, broadening through the collarbones. As you breathe in, let your chest expand to the side and exhale. And again, breathe in and exhale. One more time, breathe in and exhale. And then as you open your eyes, bring your arms up, arms parallel, lean over to the side, lengthen both sides of the waist, and come back to the center, breathing in, and exhale to the other side, and come back to the center. Then clasp your elbows behind your back and lift your chest, looking up to the ceiling. And then look straight ahead, bend your knees, round your shoulders, and forward fold. As you come into your forward fold, lift your elbows away from your back, just enough to find that little stretch at the front of the shoulders. Make sure the navel is scooped in. Then bend your knees and now roll yourself all the way up to stand. And as you come up, take your arms up and then reach your hands behind. This time clasp the hands and pull the hands down, letting the chest stretch. And then tuck your hands on the inside of your right waist. Bring that elbow back and lean into those hands. Again, lengthen your neck. And come back to the center. Pull your hands down again, pulling them past the bottom. And come back to the center. Tuck the hands on the inside of the left waist. Lean into those hands. And come back to the center and release. Brilliant. So starting at the end of your mat, we're going to do the Pilates roll down. So tuck your chin, scoop your belly and roll down. Let your fingertips come to the floor. Maybe you need to bend your knees. Then walk your hands in 4 steps. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Try not to tail and end up in plank position. Now spread the fingers, spiral the fingers out. Push into your heels and then bring your knees to the floor. Cross your ankles and bring the heels towards the bottom. And then you're going to lean forward for a tricep dip and then straighten your arms. Just 2 more times. So feel as if you're coming in front of the hands. Keep those elbows tucked in. 1 more time. And then lift, tuck your toes into plank pose. And now lift your hips into down dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Just 4, 3, 2, and fold. Then roll yourself up, coming all the way up. Lovely. And again, same movement. Tucking the chin, mobilizing your spine as you're rolling down. Walk your hands away. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank pose. Bring your knees to the floor. Cross those ankles and lowering down. And 3. Just 1 more. Plank pose as you push into your heels. Draw that navel into the spine. Then lift your bottom into down dog. And walk your hands to your feet. Not wagging the tail. And forward fold. And exhale, roll yourself all the way up to stand. And 1 more time like that, tucking the chin and rolling down. Just let your arms dangle. Walk your hands in front. 4, 3, 2, and plank. Knees to the floor. Bring those heels in and lower down and up, and again. Just one more time. And plank. Lift your bottom into down dog. Walk your hands to your feet. And fold. And exhaling to roll yourself up. Coming all the way up. Lovely. Now take one hand behind the other. Breathe in. As you exhale, dive down to the floor. And then walk your hands away 4 steps into plank. Now hold this plank. Bring your right foot off the floor just a little way, 6 inches or 8 inches. And then lower the toes. Left side. And lower the toes. Lift your bottom into down dog. Walk your hands to your feet and fold. And then roll yourself up, coming all the way up. Take the left hand behind the right. Exhale, rounding the back, rolling down. Walk your hands away. Plank pose. Pausing here. Lift the right foot. Place it on top of the left heel. And then come forwards and back. So not up and down. A saw movement. For 2 more. And then find plank pose again. Left leg lifting. Place the toes on the right. Coming forwards and back. Really strong through the core. Try and maintain that lovely diagonal from shoulders to hips to heels. Just 2 more. And then plank pose. Lift your bottom into down dog. Walk your hands to your feet and fold. And then roll yourself up, coming all the way up. Clasp your hands apart from your index fingers and lean back. Try and trace the fingers across the ceiling. Take a breath and then exhale, folding forward. Walk your hands away into plank pose. Now step the feet side by side and drop both heels to the left. Then bring your right arm up. Find that long length in the side of your body. Squeeze the inner thighs, lift your hips. Then take your right hand and reach underneath. See if you can find your shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, and hold it here. You're looking to the left hand. For 3 and 2 and 1. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling again. Place your hand to the floor and come into plank. Ready for the other side. So once you find your side plank, squeeze the inner thighs, lift your hips, lengthen your neck. Take the left hand, reach underneath the right. See if you can grab hold of your right shoulder blade, looking to the right hand. Just one more breath. Bring your left arm up, hands to the floor, plank pose. And now lift your hips into down dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Keep those hips level as you fold. And then roll yourself up to stand. So last one in this position. Arms by your side. Tuck your chin and roll yourself down. Walk your hands into plank. And pausing here. Coming onto side plank on your left side, right hand up. Reach into the right fingers, and then as you exhale, reach underneath and lift. So this is thread the needle underneath and lift and breathe. For 3, 2, 1, last one. Lift your right hand to the mat for plank. Then over to the other side. Left arm lifting, squeeze, lift the hips, and then exhale, reach underneath and lift. Doing a really good job. You could always drop the bottom knee to the floor if you prefer. For 3, and 2, and 1, last one. Lift your left arm, hands to the floor, plank. Lift your hips into down dog. Now walk your hands to your feet as you forward fold, and then roll yourself all the way up to stand. Clasp your hands over your head, press your palms to the ceiling, lean back, push the hips forward, look to the ceiling, and then release. Turning to the side, feet wide apart for standing saw, toes turning out. Bring your arms wide, breathe in. As you exhale, reach across to the left, looking for a flat back, then bring your fingers towards your left toes. Then go over to the right, left hand down, lift up halfway, flat back, and then come all the way up. Lovely. And again, across to the right, reach down, over to the left, coming up halfway and all the way up. Lovely. And again, over to the left, lengthen the back, reach to the foot, over to the right, coming up halfway, all the way up. And again, across and down, to the right, halfway, all the way up. I'm going to do one more on each side. Reach across and down, to the right, halfway, flat back, and all the way up. This is your last one as you reach across and down, over to the left, and halfway, and all the way up. Super. Then step your feet a little closer together, but still fairly wide, toes turning out. Bend your knees and push the knees out to the side. Make 2 fists with your hands and bring your hands to your ears. Then let the left elbow tap the left knee and lift up. Right elbow, right knee, and lift. Over to the left, this time pause here, open that left arm, push into the left knee and reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Keep those hips wide, knees turning out. One more breath. Hands to your ears, come back to the center and lift all the way up. Fabulous. One more time on the other side. Bend your knees. Right elbow, right knee, and lift. Left elbow, left knee, and lift. Right elbow, straighten the arm, straighten your left arm. So right arm pushing into that right knee. Draw the navel in. One more breath. Hands to ears, center, and lift all the way up. Brilliant. And release. Fabulous. Now, grab your band. I'm going to do some work on the hamstrings. Pop the band on the floor, step your right foot in, make a crossover at the front, then cross over behind and step your left foot forward and come up to stand. Bring your hands to your waist. Now you can shorten the band to make it have a stronger resistance. Then you're going to push the heel back and bend. So keep the knees in line and you're pushing back into that band and you're in control. You choose how much resistance you've got on the band. So the aim here is to work the hamstrings of the right leg. So push and bend, brilliant. Keep your eyes at eye level. Shoulders wide, chest broad. Hopefully you're feeling that in your right leg. For 3, and 2, and 1. Now bend the knee in front of you and you're going to push the leg away and bend. Keep your right knee in line with the right hip. Now working the quads on the right leg. Again, you're choosing how much tension is in the band. Brilliant work. For 3, and 2, and this last one, and then release. Untangle the band, ready to go to the other side. So step on with the left foot, 1 cross in front, 1 cross behind, and bring your right foot in front. Come up to balance. Again, shorten that band so that you've already got something to push into. And breathe. Great. All the time I've been teaching this one online, I've never taught it face to face. So I'm looking forward to seeing how people really do this. For 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous. Bring your left knee in line with your hip and straighten and bend. Great. Try and keep that left knee in line with the hip. For 3, 2, and 1 last one, and release. Lovely. Uncross the band and then place it on the mat in front of you again, and step both feet in this time. Feet a little bit wider than the hips and the toes turning out. Cross the band over and then bring your hands together. So you're going to pull your elbows up and then let them come down. So resist in both directions. Let those elbows come up higher than the shoulders. Lovely. And draw the navel into the spine, slightly squeezing through the glutes. Lovely. Now on the next time, as you pull the elbows up, bend your knees. Feeling this in the shoulder girdle. Try squeezing your glutes. Try not to lean forward. Lovely. For 3 more. One last one, and then come up. Pop the band down for the moment. Take your feet wide apart, toes turning out, and extend your arms, palms facing down. And then small circles. A forward circle movement. Try and grip biceps and triceps around the bones. Lovely. Keep your neck long. For the count of 3, 2, and 1. Keep your arms there. Then lean over. You're looking for a diagonal line from left fingers to right fingers, and come back to the center and over to the other side. Both sides of the waist long. And then come back to the center, and now circle the other direction, so backward circling. Again, keep your neck relaxed. Excellent. For the count of 3, and 2, and 1, and then release. Grab hold of your hands, press your palms away, press the palms to the ceiling, and bend your knees. Lift your right heel, lift your left heel, hold it here, then take a small pulse up and down an inch. This is so good for pelvic floor. For 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Then lower the heels and press yourself up and release your hands. Brilliant. Coming down to the floor. 1 foot in front. Tuck the back toes and then lower yourself down to the mat. And coming down onto your back. So this is the series of 5. Single leg knee pull. So right hand on right heel, left hand on the shin. Option 1, head and shoulders on the floor. Option 2, you're looking in at your knee. Ready to go. So this is 5, 4. Keep those legs close together. And this is 1. Now pull both knees in for the double leg. Send the legs away, circle your arms and pull them in. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Now straighten the right leg for single leg stretch. Pull the leg in for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the legs long. And 1. Both legs to the ceiling, head and shoulders on the floor. As you exhale, lower the legs halfway and lift. Exhaling, it doesn't have to be halfway. If you find your lower back is arching too much, then don't go so far. Just 2 more. And one last one. Now bend your knees, hands behind your head, and crisscross. So reaching across to the side for 5, 4, keep it controlled, 3, 1 more, and then pull your knees in, ready to begin again. Extend your right leg, left hand on left heel for single knee pull. So 5, 4, 1, double knee pull, bring the knees in, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg straight, single leg pull for 5, 2, 1 last one. Both legs up, head and shoulders on the floor. Lower the legs down for 5, 4, 3, and 2. Keep the heels together, and 1. As you bend your knees for crisscross, reach across and across. 5, 2, 1, and come back to the center. Hug your knees in. Last time of the series of 5. Hold on to the right knee. Ready to change and pull. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Double knees, pull the knees in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left leg in nice and straight, single leg pull for 5, 3, 2, and 1. Double legs, keep the heels together. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely. Bend your knees for crisscross. Reach. 4, 2, 1 more, and then hug your knees in. Hands around the back of your knees and roll yourself up to a seated position. Brilliant. Feet on the mat and roll down onto your back. Arms alongside your body. You're going to tuck the tailbone and lift up into bridge pose. Hold it here, squeeze the glutes, and then bring one knee into knee fold and lower, and alternate. So you have to push into the supporting leg to stop the hips from lowering. Keep those hips level and high. Place the foot back exactly where you found it. Exhaling. Use your bottom, squeeze through the bottom. and 4 and 3 and 2. One last one. Feet on the floor, roll down through the spine, bring your knees in towards your chest, roll yourself up to a seated position. Lovely. Feet on the mat, roll down onto your back. Hands behind your head. Set the feet together, drop both knees to the left and just fidget around so that you're on your left hip. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift your head and shoulders. You're looking at the right hip and then lower down. Keep the elbows wide, exhaling to lift and lower. For 5 and 4. You breathe out. That's where the connection with the obliques comes from. Just 2 more. One last one. Now hold this one for 5, 4. Keep your elbows wide. 3, 2 and 1. Lower onto your back. Knees to the center. Straighten your back and then ready for the other side. So knees go one way. Tuck the hips under. And as you exhale, lift your head and shoulders, looking at the top hip and lower. Lovely. For 5, 4, 3. Really pull the navel into the spine. And this last one, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lower shoulders to the floor, bring your knees back to the center. Draw your knees into your chest, hold the back of the knees, roll yourself up to a seated position. And then ready to come down again. Round the back and roll down to the floor. Arms by your body. This time have your heels on the mat, not the toes. Tuck your tailbone and lift up into bridge position. And you're going to bring one heel off the floor and lower. Other heel and lower. Now the heel on the floor, you want to imagine you're drawing it in towards your hips. That way you can really activate your hamstrings. Keep the back of your neck long, keep your throat long, and pull the knee in, and pull the knee in. And 4, 3, really working on the heel that's on the floor, working on that leg. 2, just one more. As you finish, heels on the floor, roll your back down to the mat, bring your knees in, hands around the back of the knees, roll yourself up and come up to a seated position. Now balance on your sitting bones, knees together, bring your hands in front, then go over to the right with the hands and center, over to the left. Let the fingertips touch the floor. Let your head move with the shoulders. Keep those feet together, knees together. Exhaling on the twist. For 5, 4. If it's too much with the feet off the floor, pop them on the mat. And just 2. One last one. And then feet on the floor. Feet apart, knees apart, and bring your chest in between your knees. Stretch out your lower back. And then sit yourself up. Feet on the mat. Roll yourself down onto your back. Arms alongside your body. Tuck your tailbone and lift up into bridge pose. Now reach the right leg away from you, so the heel is on the floor of the right leg. And then you're going to lift the leg to the ceiling and hover just above the mat for 10. Keep pushing into that left heel. And 6. Lovely. And 3, 2, and this last one, lower the right leg all the way to the mat and then slide the foot next to the left. Lift your hips if they had dropped a little bit, and then reach the left leg forward. And lift and hover. And 8. And 5. And 2. One last one. Lower the left leg to the floor, slide the feet side by side, and then roll down onto your back. Hug your knees in, roll yourself up to a seated position, and then roll down onto your back. Arms wide, knees in knee fold. Drop the knees towards the right, hover and center. Take the knees to the left, hover and center. So the opposite hip comes off the floor. You're really working your waist here. Keep the shoulders on the mat. Your head rolling away from the knees. If the knees go left, your head goes right. And breathe. Just 2 more. 1 more. And come back to the center. Grab hold of your knees, roll yourself up to a seated position, and then come onto your side. So you're on your side, your knees are bent, heels in line with the mat, and elbow, supporting elbow in line with the mat. And you're going to lift your hips and reach over your head and then lower down. So this is your movement. For 3 and 2 and 1. Now in a similar position, this time straighten your legs and have one foot in front of the other, and do the same movement with straight legs. If you're not comfortable, then go back to the bent knees. Squeeze your inner thighs for 4, 3, 2, and 1 last one. Lovely. And then roll onto your tummy. And as you come onto your tummy, take your arms out in front of you, forehead on the floor. Then lift your right leg and your left arm and lower it down to the mat. Left leg, right arm. And down to the mat. 1 more on the right side. and lower down. One more on the left side and lower down. And then push yourself back into pose of a child, ready to come onto your other side. So bend your knees first of all, elbow on the mat, and then lift and lower, lovely, for 5 and 4 and 3, 2 and 1, and then option for the straight legs, one foot in front of the other, and squeeze to lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, squeeze the inner thighs, 2, 1 last one, and then lower down onto your tummy. Separate your feet, hip distance, hand under shoulders, and peel your chest off the floor. And try and peel the tummy away from the mat as well, and just hold it here. And then lower down to the mat. Step the feet together and come up onto your hands and your knees. Again, spiral your fingers, push your shins into the floor, then tuck your toes under and lift the knees just an inch off the mat. Really looking for a flat back. Feel as if you're pushing the shins down. And then open the right knee and close. Left knee and close. So the knee goes out and in. Out and in. For 4, 3, 2, keep control of the belly, 1, and knees to the floor. Come down onto your front, bring your heels in towards your bottom, and bring your hands behind your back. Take a breath. As you exhale, extend the legs, not touching the floor, and pull the heels in. Exhale, extend the legs and the fingers, and pull it back in. Exhale. And in. Using your glutes. Using all the muscles down your back, down your spine. For 4, 3, 2, 1 last one, then hands to the floor and push up into table position again. And again, spread your fingers and then extend the right leg out behind you and bend the knee. You're going to push the heel to the ceiling. So small movement, isolating into that right buttock. Keep the navel drawn into the spine. Press equally into right hand, and left knee. Keep the back long and the neck. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Same on the other side. Extend your left leg, flex the foot, and lift and lower. Lovely. Just 4, 3, 2, 1, and knees together. Come down onto your front again. Take your arms out to the side in the 90-degree cactus position. Take a breath. As you exhale, lift the arms off the floor. Keep your neck long and then lower. And again, exhale. So the forehead's on the mat. This movement's isolating into your back, lifting those elbows high. For 4, 3, and 2. Now hold this one, bring your elbows into the ribs, and then extend your arms. Your head is just off the floor, just an inch or so. Squeeze the glutes. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Just 4 and 3, 2, one last one, and lower your head down to the floor. Clasp your hands behind your back and lift your hands away from your back. So fabulous stretch for the shoulders. And then place your hands on the floor into their 90-degree position again. Keep the right elbow exactly where it is. Come onto your left hand and lean into the right shoulder. Your left leg can come off the floor and go behind you. Just stretching out the front of the right shoulder. And then lower down to the floor, elbows wide. Same on the other side. So push the left shoulder down. And then release. Come onto hands and knees again. And just circle your hips around, wiggle those hips. And then circle the other direction. And now come into a seated position. Brilliant. So from here, we're going to do rolling like a ball. So balance on your sitting bones, bring your knees in. Squeeze your calves into your wrists so that there's some tension there. Take a breath. Exhale, roll into the shoulders and roll up. Lovely. So not letting the back of the head hit the floor. And keep pushing the calves into the hands so that you stay in this contained unit. For 3 and 2 and one last one. And then come up to balance. Let's see if we can do that one with the legs straight. Take your feet a little bit wider, like hip distance apart. Inhale. As you exhale, roll down and almost pull the legs over your head. So again, head and shoulders stay off the floor. Exhaling and up. Exhaling and up. For 3 and 2, one last one, and then roll up. Bring your feet to the mat, straighten your legs, take the feet a little bit wider apart and flex them for spine stretch. Sitting up tall, exhale, round the back, reach beyond your toes, and then roll yourself up. And again, exhaling and lifting up and exhaling. For one more, and bring yourself all the way up. Take those feet a little bit wider than your mat, and then turn to your right. Take your left hand to the outside of that right knee or thigh and look over your right shoulder. Keep both sitting bones on the floor. Have your kneecaps and toes pointing up to the ceiling. And use this left hand as leverage, so you're slightly pulling on the outside of the knee to sit up taller and look over your shoulder. And then come back to the center, onto the other side. So sit up tall, twisting through the waist. And then come back to the center. Now tuck your left leg in and bring your right knee out behind you. This is hurdler stretch. So your right bottom is probably off the mat. Flex this left foot and lean over the shin. Lean over the shin. Yes, good. Gently coming up, ready to do same other side. So right foot in front, flex the foot, left bottom's off the floor, and lean over your right shin. And then bring yourself up. Come onto your hands and your knees and tuck your toes and lift your hips into down dog. Then walk your hands to your feet, just 4 steps and forward fold. Take a breath. Exhale, roll yourself up to stand and look straight ahead. Take a breath and exhale, rolling down. Hopefully the spine feels so much more fluid. Just pausing in your forward fold. And then exhale and roll yourself up, gradually coming up. Lovely. Step your right foot behind the left. Reach your right arm and lengthen through the side of the body. And come back to the center, onto the other side, left foot behind and over to the side. Brilliant. And then come back to the center, finishing how you began with your feet parallel. Shrug your shoulders, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And again, breathe in, feel as light as possible. And exhale just one more time. Breathe in and exhale and finished. Brilliant. Thank you very, very much. See you next time.